If there is one statement that should resonate with anyone in ride sharing or even a potential driver in 2023, it is you should never quit your day job to drive for Uber or Lyft. What up, folks? Once again, it is indeed your boy Tim with another ride sharing video. This guy has got to be one of the dumbest guys I've heard in recent memory, but just wanted to read this to you because this is indeed a reminder that you should never quit your day job to become a rideshare driver, at least not in 2023. This comes from an article titled, "A Millennial Who Quit Teaching to be a full-time Uber and Lyft driver has made $36,000 so far this year, but thinks it's better as a part-time gig." Now, obviously, most of us drivers do believe that Uber and Lyft are better indeed as side hustles. Certainly, if you have passed the qualifications, gotten the education necessary to become a school teacher, why would you throw all of that out the window to engage in ride sharing that has zero predictability and no chance at all for any upward mobility? Now, the teacher in this case is named Lavender. It looks like he's already found the error of his ways. But in regards to the article, he's made $36,000 so far this year. We're in the month of September. On its face for a teacher, depending on what part of the country you're in, making $36,000 by the month of September, the 9th month, actually may not be a bad thing. He may be on course to make 45, 50 grand throughout the course of the year. However, there's a hell of a lot of other benefits and perks that come with being a teacher that do not exist in ride sharing. And we're going to talk about that. But listen to the quote from the actual teacher or the driver himself, because it's clear he's already starting to realize the error of his way. Damn that $36,000 he's made already, but he clearly is starting to see the light already. Here you go. This October, Lavender said he plans to dip his toe back into the school system through substitute teaching and working with homeschool students, and transition back to being a part-time driver. Inconsistent earnings, fears over job security, and the draining nature of the work are the main reasons for his pivot. No shit, Sherlock. This is a teacher that literally failed to do his own damn homework. A lot of the things that this teacher is complaining about, anybody who's been driving in ride sharing for even a small length of time are already aware of this stuff, such as inconsistent earnings. What the hell did you expect as a gig worker? Some days there's a lot of trips, some days there are not. Some days there are surge pricing, earnings guarantees, and bonuses. Most of the time they do not exist. And last but not least, I don't give a damn what you are earning per mile today. There is zero guarantee you're going to be earning that same amount tomorrow. Many of us long-term drivers like myself, off and on 2014, started out $2.20 per mile to the driver. It's now 72 cents. There is not a single teacher in this country that was making 4 times more 10 years ago than they do now. No teacher has their income chopped by 70 or 80% as they continue working as a teacher. So he clearly didn't do his homework. Hell, he could have came to yours truly or any YouTube or Lyft content creator online. Because a lot of folks would tell you, we watch your channel and your shit seems to be like the bad news bears. You don't have anything positive to say about ride sharing. I get it, but you don't have to watch content featured here. Watch any content provider's material. If that person continues making Uber or Lyft videos, they will increasingly become more and more negative as time goes on. There's not a lot of positive shit coming out of this industry in favor of drivers. Most of it is negative. Why the hell you think there's so many strikes, protests, and drivers trying to get politicians to pass legislation? There isn't a lot of good shit to report. So this teacher clearly did little to no homework on what ride sharing was like, or he would have knew he would have to be dumb as fuck. to leave a teaching profession, a career job, and become a rideshare driver. Now, obviously, in addition to the things he's complaining about, such as inconsistent earnings, and he's talking about working long hours. If there's one thing great about being a teacher, you don't have to work the lengthy amount of hours that even most Americans in corporate jobs do. Being a teacher comes with an incredible amount of time off. How many holidays did you get off as a student? You're getting shit like Lincoln Day and Washington Day off and things like that, and President's Day. Most jobs don't give you that. And as a rideshare driver, you don't get shit off. The only time you take off is when you don't want to get paid. Why would you go from a job that had virtually unlimited holidays and time off to one where you don't get a single day? Remember, in addition to all the excessive amount of holidays that teachers get off, they also get a week off for spring break, over a week for Christmas, and then they get the whole damn summer off. Some of that's paid, some of that's not, but ride sharing, you get 0 days off. This teacher should be ashamed of himself. Now, if he made $136,000 by September, we might be able to talk. But all you've made is $36,000. I mean, even as a teacher in some of the poorest areas in this country, it's just not enough of an increase to give up all of the benefits that come with teaching financially, such as pensions. You're not going to get any type of retirement contribution from being a rideshare driver. You get a pension as a teacher in a hell of a lot of places in this country. Healthcare, you don't get anything like that in ride sharing. So it just makes no sense at all, not to mention most teachers also belong to a union, something us in rideshare have been fighting to try to assemble to no end. Having a union definitely protects your source of income, protects your job. But just wanted to bring it to you because my message has always been clear. Never quit your day job to engage in rideshare. I don't care what you're doing, even if you really hate what you are doing for a living. You can come in as a rideshare driver on a temporary basis, knowing that a hell of a lot of the things we just stated here exist, which is no matter what you're making today, there's no guarantee you're going to make it tomorrow. And I'm not talking about because of a slowdown in traffic, whereas it might be a lot of passengers today and not a lot of passengers tomorrow. I'm suggesting that the ride-sharing companies themselves are deliberately, continually trying to lower how much you earn. That doesn't happen as a teacher. It just doesn't. Why the hell would he do this? 36 grand. And also, I will tell you it is because the article doesn't follow through and let you know. This teacher that has made $36,000 by the month of September, who's already talking about going part-time in October, so he's only done it for 9 months and he's ready to get the hell up out of it. How much of that $36,000 had to go to fuel, vehicle upkeep? He's probably taxed the hell out of his car. 9 months of doing rideshare full-time has aged his vehicle several years. So this teacher really did not do his homework. Comes across looking just stupid, just really stupid to do this full time. Now, if you're a teacher, you're not getting paid very well, I can understand maybe engaging in it as a side hustle. Yours truly, you see my vehicle. I'm currently finishing up my day job. I'll do it as a side hustle when there's surges, bonuses, when they're giving earnings guarantees and things like that. But if you're a full-time driver, you're going to be doing a lot of driving when there is zero incentive financially. And when there's no incentive provided by the companies financially, you're doing a whole bunch of $3 to $5 trips. It's just not worth it. Why would a teacher do that? And one thing that I did not even mention at all in this video is the fact that a whole lot of drivers get robbed, stuck up, get the shit beat out of them, and killed. Far more than teachers. You don't hear of teachers losing their lives anywhere near as much as you do rideshare. I don't see any upside other than the fact you can say, well, look, I got a little bit more flexibility as a driver than I do as a teacher, but there's not a lot of upside to leave a career profession like teaching and engage in rideshare. But let me know, what do you folks think in the comments? You think this guy is idiotic as yours truly? Or do you think maybe he made the right decision? My personal opinion is he just really hates the profession he's in and he's willing to try anything. And he did exactly that. It's your boy Tim. Subscribe to the damn channel. See you in the next video.